Long time, sir.
Morning, good morning.
Good morning indeed. Although it's pouring rain here. Is that from this trip?
This is this site we were on, yeah.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
It goes way like super deep way back here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a pie shape, like it's in the corner.
Yep.
So at the very front, it's only like as wide as your car. You can
Yep.
park your car, and then
Spins.
it goes out like a big pie shape in the back.
Cool.
So yeah, we other than the fact that it rained on Tuesday.
That's the only day it rained.
Well, most of it. I mean, this is the brilliance of the plan of going to Guelph, because Tuesday morning we woke up, it was pouring rain. When we went to bed, the forecast said it would be like 2 hours of rain. When we woke up, looked at the phone, no, it's raining all day. So anyway, we just said, whatever, we'll just abandon everything here and drive home. So we came home, had breakfast at home, and then at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it had cleared up. Looked at the app again, and no more rain. So we said, let's go back up. So drove back up. We were there at 5, went to the beach for an hour and a half, came back to the site, had barbecue dinner, enjoyed the evening campfire. So it was, and oddly enough, on Monday, the day we went up, my daughter had soccer Monday night. So like we drove up Monday afternoon, set everything up. Then my daughter and I drove back at 5 o'clock for her to play soccer,
Mm-hmm.
and then back again. So I was like, Guelph
Super
and back,
convenient.
Guelph and back, Guelph and back.
Super convenient. I see.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a good, other than about 5 or 6 bug bites that I'm suffering with today.
The bug's still out. I thought the weather was not as warm for bugs today.
Yeah, well, I think it's because of the rain on Tuesday.
I see.
There was bugs when we went back, but
Yeah.
anyway, it was fine. And my wife has a paddle board now that she got for her birthday last year.
Mm-hmm.
So they all enjoy. I didn't go out on it, but they all loved going around on the paddle board. So
Cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a nice setup you have there. Is that like a Zebo on the left?
Yeah,
On
that's
my
like
left?
a 10 by 10 pop-up kitchen tent. Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
So how many does this little thing sleep?
Well, the one end it pulls out is a double bed.
Mm-hmm.
The other end's a queen bed, so you can sleep 2 on either end of those. And then in the middle, there's 2 more beds, which, I mean, you could technically get 2 on one of them and 1 on the other. So 2, 4, 6. You could get 7, but
Wow.
six adults comfortably. Anyway.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's good. But even with the 4 of us and all our clothes and crap and whatever, like it's pretty packed in the trailer. It's a lot of work though for like 3 days, like pack everything up, drive up there.
Always. Where do you store that thing when you're not using it?
Just in my garage. I have a 2-car garage, so
Mm.
that's the other, like when it's in the garage, I have stuff piled on top of it. So then when we're going, I have to take everything off of it, pull it out, and then when I bring it back, I got to put it all back on top. And then my sister lends us her car. She has a hitch, so I have to trade cars with her, and then go trade back.
Oh God.
And then
It's quite an adventure.
Today I got tons of laundry to do.
Yeah. Turns out we're going camping next Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Long weekend.
Nice.
Oh no, long weekend is this weekend.
This weekend, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, next Thursday.
Well, good for you.
Did not know that was happening, but my arm is.
Is it better? Yeah, it's getting there.
I don't have my strength in it, and my muscles inside. Like it feels like they're out of place. I just want to use them like strings on the guitar just to move them around.
Yeah. Do you have like rehab exercises you have to do? Or are you supposed to just take it easy?
I don't want to answer that question because I probably do. I am sure I have a list of all the physio exercises I need to do. Question is am I doing them? That's a different, and the answer to that is no.
Well,
and
I hate to say your pitching career is over.
I never pitched with my left arm, but Suffice to say, this is one of the reasons I never tried playing golf, because the swing with both arms,
yeah, not good,
would never work. So, do you feel relaxed?
Yeah, I do. I had a very relaxing time. Came back. I had a bit of a stress out last night because I was sending my initial email out for my Leadership for Retail Managers group on my Greg at Team UYP address.
Yeah.
So Joanne had sent me the emails for all the managers, and I send it out, and I get a bounce back saying undeliverable. What is the message here? Yeah, just it's like mailer Damon at ppe-hosted.com, undeliverable. So I don't know, for some reason I googled it. It's malware. It thinks it's malware. It thinks it's bulk emails. I don't know. So I ended up having to resend it under my Gmail account, which seems to have worked. But it's just making me mad that this email address that I paid for, when I first set it up, I was having problems. Now, then it seemed to be working. Now I seem to be having problems with it again. So I don't know. It's just frustrating.
It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate when like technical issues get in the way of business.
Yeah. But anyway, the good news is that program launches on Monday.
On Monday, it's a long weekend.
Yeah, well, it's just the course module starts becoming available for that first week. And then the following Wednesday is the first Zoom call. So we're going to have to work around that a little bit because it's going to be 9 a.m. on Wednesday.
That's okay.
Next 7 weeks.
7 weeks in?
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Starting on the 11th. So
that's amazing, man.
Yeah. So it's good. I feel really good about it. I feel nice and relaxed. Yeah. I mean, the program's built. I got to set up the Facebook group and the Zoom calls and some communications and stuff. But anyway, it's yeah.
What are you charging her for?
Well, for the course itself, it's $499 a person, and then it's $1,500 for the 7 weeks of Zoom calls.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So it's like $4,500 total.
Excellent, man. Yeah,
it's a good payday.
You monetize your course. That's amazing.
Hopefully, one of many to come.
Exactly.
And then coming out of it too, I'll have testimonials. Plus, I'll have their feedback on what they like, what they don't like.
Yeah, this is it's a perfect testing ground when you're also getting paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly. Wow. Speaking of getting paid, I sold Storytime to my brother on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, about that. So not a mistake.
Yeah.
Remember, so I'll take you back to our conversation about who owns what.
Yeah.
And we decided, and I think you and I even wrote this into that Q&A. We decided that the only person who should have control over who is part of their family is the owner.
Is the owner, yeah, that makes sense.
Because if other people start adding people that they don't necessarily want to be added, then it becomes a challenge, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal, but at some point, if this ever takes off, we may want to look at not having that option then when you're signed into somebody else's family, that you can't add a person.
Yeah.
Because I mean, technically you can't, because when you add a person, it adds it to your own family, not to the family you're in. So that's fine. I was actually being lazy because I was strong arming him at his house to sign it up, which worked good. It's funny though, because I was watching him go through, and it was such a smooth process. Like, click on the site, buy the app, enter his information, and all his credit card and stuff is preloaded into his phone. So it's very easy for him to purchase. But as soon as he completed the transaction and said complete, and it showed the total, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to like it didn't pop out to enter the promo code. Like, it doesn't prompt you.
Yep.
So anyway, he said, yeah, whatever, don't worry about it. So
And the setup was all good.
Yeah. Then he added himself, and then he added me, and then I went and took pictures of a couple books that they had, and I've recorded one audio so far. And it's funny, he sent me back a video of the kids going, "Thanks, Unky."
That's cool.
So I gotta do a couple more recordings.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to see it in action, like how smooth it was for him to purchase it. Although he did when I said, "Okay, you got to buy the app," he goes, "Oh, where do I go? App Store?" And I'm like, no.
Well, that's the nomenclature that we use.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah. Oh shit! I'm just noticing. Okay.
What's that?
No, I just noticed the fact that I'm looking at the website and I'm seeing that because we have two versions of the landing page for Storytime.
Yeah.
And on one, I changed the video, and on another one, I did not.
Okay.
And I just happenstance to have landed on the version B.
Yeah. I've never landed on version B.
Yeah. That's expected. It's supposed to be that way. As long as you don't clear your cache, or if you don't go into incognito mode, you're supposed to always get, because otherwise, if you can't be getting different versions, it'll creep you out. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Once a cookie is placed on the browser, you're supposed to always get the same version.
Yeah.
So that's how it's supposed to be. Oh wow, Logitech! I've turned on my light, and now I'm sitting right in front of. Mm-hmm. People used to tell me, Vadim, you have a huge forehead, but apparently not big enough for Logitech to focus on.
I have a huge forehead too. I watch movies off this thing.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before I went away that you came up with an idea.
Oh man, I've been swamped with ideas actually. I'm jumping all over the place. See, light screws it up. I don't know why. Okay, so let's talk about ideas. Oh yeah, and by the way, before I send you this video, I need to remember to cut out the beginning because I was picking my nose and I was being recorded. And yes, for everyone, that's a comedic relief for today. So ideas. Idea number one. What was the idea that I thought about? Oh, right. So let me show you. I didn't reach out to this person because I also other ideas came to mind. I thought to myself, so I was sitting here and I was thinking, remember how I was kind of, oh man, I don't know what to do. And everything seems to not be going the way that I want it to go, right?
Sounds familiar, yeah.
I was in that funk. So I said, like, okay, fine. I don't have any ideas, but other people might.
Yeah.
Who's selling those ideas?
Yeah.
And I give you share screen. This site, which I use quite extensively when I was trying to sell my store when we were trying to get out of business. So this is a website that's created back in 2003. It's not even, you see, it's written in Apache.
Yeah.
It's not even really, it's not a word, it's not a CMS. It basically is a listing board. It's a very simple one, and it's one of many. But what I like about the site, despite its corniness, is the fact that it's crisp and clean. This is where people list businesses for sale. Now, navigation is like, whatever.
Yeah.
But what I thought about was, so my idea was, everything that you are trying to do, I am trying to do, we are catering to these businesses.
Yeah.
To businesses like this. So what if we just rip off this board and create our own version of it? But then, in addition to just listing people, so what the way this person is making money, and I want to reach out. His name is Mike. He's listed on this website. He lives in middle of nowhere, closer to I think North Bay.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that if this is true, it's like this is the perfect business. So he's been running it since 2003. His traffic is like, look at this. I'm just going to show it to you. Spyfu. Look at this. Now, certainly has seen a drop off since last year and into this year. Understandably so. I mean, there's so many restrictions. Nobody knew. Like you can see that this is November imposition of all of the lockdowns, especially in Ontario. And most of the businesses here are listed for Ontario.
Yeah.
And like, look at the drop off in traffic. So not a heck of a lot of volume going through, but it's all organic traffic. So there's not even anything that he's paying for.
Yeah.
There's business like businessbuysell.ca. Actually, this one has a bit more. Let's take a look at what this site is. Yeah, see? So there's a bunch of sites just like this. But when you Google business for sale Canada, oops. I even screwed up. Yes, thank you. Advertised. Here's his business. And this is actually a US site and happens to branch out into Canada. Anyway, so what I was saying is I was gonna reach out to him and ask like Mike, have you ever considered selling your business? He charges $35 for essentially a 4-month listing, which you can transfer into $9.99 and charge it per month and not have a cap as to how long the listing's up, or take it off after 6 months or something like that. So that's one thing, plus all of the services that you can offer. So if somebody's buying a business, all of the training that you just created for retail manager or shaping up your team, that can be an additional service.
Yeah.
And in addition to just plain straight out coaching, you'll see that there's no commercials, there's nothing advertised here.
Yeah.
But there's another way of doing this instead of paying for it. Now, the reason you would want to pay for it is you want to get that domain. That's the only thing that has any value here. Because of the domain, because of the traffic, because of the stance on the online. But then you can also do the following thing. You can just create a scraping tool and scrape all of these businesses, populate your own website, and let it live on the web. And then pay for advertising. As soon as people start landing on it, and as soon as they start posting on your site, then you generate money. If they don't, then you just continue scraping every month from the other site. Now, because he doesn't have any privacy policy and because you're not taking any money away from him anyway, because his money is already made, no skin off his back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you're basically copying and pasting things that are listed on his site onto your site.
Up until the point in time when people begin listing with you.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's the idea. Then that idea took, so that was idea number one. And I thought to myself, well, hold on. If we're trying to do all of this, like especially what you was thinking about coaching, and I can do insane number of courses of just running a business.
Yeah,
it's great. You think about what you just did for retail managers, and there's so many things here. Every single one of these businesses, for the most part, that especially that are like above $500,000 range,
Yeah.
They have at least 3 staff.
Yeah.
So all of these people can benefit from those services. And if nothing else, having exposure on a board that's being visited regularly,
Yeah.
it's great. And it costs nothing to run, except if you're doing ads.
Yeah.
So my thought was like, look, I can reach out to Mike and see what he wants to do. I calculated the number of listings he has and wanted to see just how much he would be making.
Yeah.
So there was about, I calculated, there's 14, hold on. Let's see. There's about 14 pages here right now. Each page has about 22 listings. So that multiplied by, let's say, $35, that's $10,000. If an average, I don't know how often listings refresh, and obviously there's seasonality up and down. Let's say that this happens every quarter. It means that he's making roughly anywhere between 40 to 80,000 off this website. Yeah. Just basically doing nothing.
Is businesssellcanada.ca available?
Yeah. Businesssellcanada.ca. No, it's taken. Let's see by who. Oh, by him. Oh, French version.
En français.
En français, only nothing here. Yeah, see the bounces here, but that makes sense. That's good on him for grabbing both. That's fine. Now, so that was idea numero uno. Idea numero dos. So that was create a listing database for small businesses and bolt-on services. Then I learned, I was doing something yesterday and looked at, remember conversion.ai? Or
yeah.
Jarvis or copy.ai, the automatically, the software that writes for you.
Yeah.
So copy.ai kind of fell back. Conversion.ai never stopped. I guess they raised some crazy ass funding, and then they rebranded themselves as Jarvis.ai. And Jarvis.ai now has what's called a boss mode. This is me yesterday looking.
Jarvis is in Iron Man Jarvis.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so boss mode. It's quite it's not cheap, but based on what people are saying. So annual, 2 months free. Okay, so I mean you could easily do monthly, but this is the kicker. So they've gone 2,000, 3,000 characters look back. So essentially, if you have paragraphs of text.
Yeah.
In order to write the next paragraph, the AI portion, NLP algorithm looks back up to 3,000 characters and puts everything in context. So it doesn't repeat itself. It can summarize. It's unholy, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Why did I look here? Oh, yeah, that was a different segue. So that was idea number 3, but let's park that for now. So I was here. And then these guys said, there's one thing here that says specifically, blah, blah, blah. This is all, yeah, this is, we love you. Oh my God, yeah, I'm jerking off to your software. Sorry, that seems to come out. Anyway, there's a features list here somewhere. Pro features, boss mode features. And then I was reading about this. I watched the video, how it's writing it all out. And it's kind of like, oh my God, this is uncanny. And then they mentioned this. Enhance AI content to rank for valuable keywords with our Surfer SEO partnership. Surfer SEO? What the hell is that? And I went down the rabbit hole of Surfer SEO. Surfer SEO, and I got hooked on just this one video.
Yeah.
So what they do, so they've trained their machine learning algorithm to basically scour the web. And one, watch the video.
Yeah.
It'll explain it better than I can. But here's the thing. Let's say, Greg, you're in the retail coaching business, right?
Yeah.
And you want to drive people to your website. So how do you do that? Now, you and I have both done ads. You and I have both tried, well, at least I have tried blogging with no success.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So how do you rank in SEO? Remember Neil Patel?
Yeah.
With all his crazy ass tricks and God knows what? Yeah, well, neither me nor you have mastered that.
Yeah.
So these guys do the following. Surfer SEO, you type in a search bar a specific term, like for example, how to coach your retail leadership team.
Yeah.
And then this thing goes out and spits out clusters of words that will put you at the top of Google ranking. In other words, and this is why I'm saying watch the video, because me explaining to you is just like waving a magic wand in the air.
Yeah.
Imagine you put in that query, it'll give you 150 to 200 different clusters of words.
Yeah.
Each cluster contains keywords that need to be used in your article.
Yeah.
And at the top, it also classified what is the most important. It always ranks it top to bottom. It also ranks those clusters as to what they're designed to do. Are they just informative? Are they geared towards e-commerce? Are they geared towards something else? So there's 4 different types.
Yeah.
You select a cluster, check out the words, maybe exclude some of the ones that have dates. For example, like you don't want to be ranking for how to coach your retail managers 2016.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has to be 2021. You take all of those words and you write an article for that. And what they're saying, they have like a meter which breaks down how many paragraphs you need to have. Are your keywords in your heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, like all of those, how many images you're supposed to have. For each keyword, they're telling you how many times it needs to appear in the article, at least how many times it needs to appear in the article, how many words should an article be on average, at minimum, at maximum. They basically did all of the math to tell you how to appear in position numero uno for organic Google results. But not only that, remember, you typed in only one sentence at the top.
Yeah.
And I told you that you get clusters of keywords over 50, let's say. I don't know, maybe different topics vary.
Yeah.
What does that mean? That if you write, so basically you have 50 blog posts ready for you to go that you need to write.
Yeah.
Each one is optimized, if you follow all of the guidelines, to be ranking number 1. If you have, let's say, 24 of them, so 2 per month, each one ranking high, your website for this topic becomes the preeminent player, or at least on the first page of Google.
Yeah.
So then the problem is writing an article. And this is where we go back to Jarvis. So these guys made an integration. Essentially, you take the keywords and in Jarvis.ai, you use those keywords as headings. And then you tell Jarvis that I want to write an article, your top cluster name. So for example, how to coach retail managers or how to onboard new retail managers. That's your topic. This is, I want so many bullet points, and these are the words that I want you to elaborate on. And guess what? I can write it for you. So to create, because an average article right now to rank high in Google has to be at least 4,000 words.
Yeah.
Now, 4,000 word article on Fiverr, each one would cost you anywhere between, if it's good, anywhere between 75 and 100 and Like, well, the upper limit is infinite, depending on the amount of people charge. These two pieces of software cost respectively $100 for one, $100 for another for a month. And obviously, if you put your head down in a week, you can bump out easily 52 articles. So in a given week, you can start ranking very, very high. And look, I'm only going from based on what I'm hearing then tell. And I know it's marketing. But even if it's half as true as what they say, they're saying that somebody wrote an article on a brand new website and ranked on the first page within 4 days.
Wow.
That sounds, you know how it is. When it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take a month. But if you start getting consistent traffic to your website on a particular subject, there's no limit to what you can do. So that spawned two ideas. One idea is, remember that business board that you saw?
Yeah.
How to sell a business, how to write a business, fucking plug whatever you want. Yeah. They've used it. They have what they call Surfer Academy. And then there's the owner, I think he's a Polish guy. He just goes through it. Obviously brilliant in what he knows and understands of how to do this. When he's showing some of those examples, how many clusters fall out, it's just insane. It's just like beyond belief.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what you and I were always talking about. This is what appeals to me. I'm not going to write. I'm not going to research. It's just not, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But plug and play when there is a formula that you need to do but then you need to monetize it, right?
Yeah.
So first of all, not only can you sell businesses, have people list businesses, but you can also provide valuable content.
Yeah.
And then you can go into coaching and you can subscribe other people like financiers or somebody else to kind of make sure that they're with you on this one.
Yeah.
Then that was the first branch. So that branch kind of coincided. Like I went from business buy and sell, then Jarvis, and they kind of came together. It's like, ooh, that's a good combo.
Yeah.
Second one. Remember my affiliate marketing efforts when I was doing lead magnets and whatnot?
Yeah.
So here's an example. What do you know about woodworking?
What do I know about woodworking?
Yep.
I don't know.
All I know about
a little bit.
Yeah, all I know about woodworking is I like it. I used to, when I was in like middle school, we used to do some of that stuff. Yeah. I used to enjoy it. I was never good at it, but I like just working with wood. I like the smell of wood. I like the patience that it requires. I like the precision. I like the tools. It doesn't matter. Recently on Facebook, I've been being served like, especially, the wood turning stuff.
Yeah.
Like when they do like bowls or stuff, or they, anyway, I looked up how much tools for woodworking cost on Amazon.
Yeah.
They're fairly expensive. You can get a chisel for like $80.
Yeah.
Sure, you can get Chinese stuff, but so imagine a website on woodworking that ranks very high and has affiliate links in every single article.
Yeah.
Well, that's no skin off your back because you just pick a topic. You saw me here, and I mean, giving away ideas, but who cares? It's not a secret. Nobody's watching this anyway. I am a big fan of audio. You need to find out something that's meaningful in terms of affiliate income.
Yeah.
I looked at speakers and headphones is taken, but speakers or headphones.com is not taken. There you go. Speakers or headphones and .ca. Can I write articles on this subject? Fuck yeah. Yeah, like just now, obviously wouldn't buy any domain until I see what comes back and how I can write it. But you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
You can hypothetically pick a niche, which words would rank high for it, and just create and see if it takes off.
Yeah.
Because it's the same. All you're paying for is domain and those two tools. So this is kind of where I'm leaning towards. But now I'm going to take a pause and talk about another idea that came up. And this is how I stumbled back on Jarvis, because I actually didn't follow them. So my neighbor 2 doors down, he's a real estate agent. I told you about him.
Yep.
And he and I were talking. We went to a winery, and because of my accident with the shoulder and the drugs, I wasn't drinking, so I was this designated driver.
Yep.
So being sober, we were talking about business, and he's a good real estate agent. And he's a good salesman, and he's an excellent people's person.
Yeah.
Systems, ops, no. So he and I were talking about, here, we're the same age. I think he's a year older. And we were talking about, where do we want to see ourselves in 5 years, like all the COVID stuff, like all of the nonsense.
Yeah.
How do we make sure that you're not beholden to, I don't know, an employer that might fire you, or a situation where schools close down, but you still want your child to, like, homeschooling, like everything costs money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, I want to see my business grow. And I was like, so what's stopping you? And we got talking about this. And so we essentially decided that we're going to take, I'm going to give him a proposal of what he wants to do. And I'm going to take care of everything that goes on in the back end. And he will be closing people, because he's not as organized as I asked him. So how much traffic do you have on your website?
Yeah.
No. How many leads are you getting? Well, I have this database of leads, but I'm not working it. Why not? Well, no discipline.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your social media like? It's a disaster. So how many listings are you posting? So he is doing very well.
Yeah. Without
doing any of that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, Mesh, imagine what you can do if you just had all of this done.
Yeah.
And yesterday I started putting this together for him. I also discovered ClickUp. ClickUp is the ultimate free project management tool. Remember how we like Trello?
Yeah.
This is like Reich, Trello, everything broken into one. Like this is Gantt chart, calendar view. I haven't put dates, but it's free, man. Collaboration, all of that stuff. It's maybe too complicated for some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But I figured, so I started putting together, like, what would you need to do? Like review, setup, all of that. So I'm just going to say, like, look, buddy, let's do this, and this is what needs to be done. This is what I'm going to do for you.
Yeah.
And this is how much it's going to cost. Created a bit of an idea of what does that mean to get to a certain number a year? What's the cost of conversion? What are the budgets? And he's like, man, well, basically everything that I never had the patience or a desire to do.
Yeah.
And that led me to thinking that, because his website is a typical real estate agent's website that no one ever goes to.
Yeah.
Because why would you? You would go to realtor.ca or housesigma.ca or any of the aggregators.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go to a realtor's website. But the point being is, there's two things that he and I were trying to kind of get off the ground. Is one, gravitate towards more of an investment type of a personality, where you buy, like, let's say, a condo with pre-construction.
Yeah.
And then you also look at, for people who are doing the buy-sell leg with what we dubbed white glove service.
Yeah.
Like, white glove service implies that you go with this realtor for both legs of the transaction. Yeah. Every single cost is taken care of. Inspection, lawyers, movers, cleaners, party after you move in, all of that is included in the price.
Yeah.
And I told him, like, look, I can even create you an app. Thank you, Greg, for pointing me to Glide, which gives the person a perfect itinerary of what's going to happen when, as soon as they seal the deal.
Yeah.
So
nice.
that's what's been keeping me busy. Oh yeah, and I've also amassed a ton of refusals. And sorry, thank you for applying, but yep. So to recap, business buy and sell
Yeah.
as a way of moving some soft services and then get paid. Then content optimized for Amazon or any other affiliate based on the content that you write with this real estate service. And yeah, that's I've caught you up.
Wow. You've been busy.
I haven't been busy. It's been more like talking and thinking through this, but I haven't done anything yet.
Oh, that's all right. Your energy's back, which is nice to see.
Yeah, it's high time. Like, I mean, by the end of the August at the latest, I need to be on a path of like towards some sort of income. Oh yeah, and then another, like my neighbor right next door introduced me to his partner, who's introduced my resume to Diageo as a contractor. We'll see.
What's Diageo? Oh,
it's the Corby and Diageo are two largest liquor holding companies. Oh, I'm sharing, so here. Diageo, sorry. They own our brands. One, you know, we've been working with Canopy Growth in MRM. These things are useless. They don't prevent anything, any minor from getting in.
Yeah.
Anyway, Guinness. Oh, I like that. Johnny Walker, Brand Explorer. Let's see. Oh, I can get behind this easily. I can get behind this very easily. Don Julio is good tequila. Wow, that's pretty. Holy moly.
So they own all these brands?
Yes, they represent, they own all of these brands, yeah.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, Harp is great.
It's quite delicious.
Yeah, wow. Anyway, so that's them.
Cool. And for your real estate plan there, is that something once you build, you know, the framework of it, is it something you would scale to other realtors?
Remains to be seen. So step number one is there's a couple of steps. So step number one is get the buy sell optimized and make sure that so the goal is to reach about 500,000 net a year, which translates at existing average price in Toronto to 36 deals a year. That's kind of what it translates to. So
you're still sharing there, by the way.
Huh?
You're still sharing.
Oh shit! Thank you. Hold on. What is it, cat? What is it, cat? Come on. The cat's scratching. Yeah. Oh, you've seen my notes about my. This is I use this use that little thing on the screen. I use it for my who am I if I need to introduce myself, so I don't have to think about it.
Right.
Depending on the day, so it's always there.
Funny. Everyone
who read that, good job. But no, I'm gonna cut out. I'm not sure. I don't want my son there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So step number one is that. Step number two is translate from the pool of people who are buying and selling. See who's interested in investing, so you can have a group of people that you can pitch a new project to, and get at least like 3-4. Confirmed I'm in.
Yeah.
Because that builds reputation with the builders.
Yeah.
So that's number two. Number three is scale that with a team. In other words, do more business yourself.
Yeah.
And if that flies, if that flies and that works and you can scale it, then you can go ahead and try to sell it to others.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still this is we're a week into this conversation.
Yeah.
because I still haven't audited any of his tools that are available right now, because real estate is, it's not like we're walking into this and there's nothing there.
Yeah.
Tons of companies that offering websites, like all of the links, like all, like even the IDX feed, like what is the API, what is his existing CRM system, what is he paying right now? Because I'm putting a budget together based on tools you and I know.
Yeah.
But I don't know what it costs right now. Maybe there's a more cost-efficient way of doing it right now.
Yeah.
I don't think so, because with the way realtors are and the way like Mesh was explaining to me, a lot of those people are not necessarily tech savvy.
No.
Or they just don't want to think about that.
Yeah. 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 Well, it's not their sweet spot. And
yeah. And then, and then your tool,
yeah. My experience with them too is like when whatever their broker recommends to them is what they pay for, and the broker takes a cut, of course. So
yes,
it's very interesting. Well, that's cool.
It's a stupid camera. Why?
Well, that's great. So what's your, so that's the one you're focusing on first, is the real estate one?
Yeah, because it's the most immediate, and it requires the heaviest lift right now.
Yeah.
Now the business one I like a lot.
Yeah.
But this is getting to the stages. See, you're already in with your coaching and your course for Joanne and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
But if I'm doing it on my own, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. I need more time and I need to be like focused on this.
Yeah.
So right now, because I'm doing, I'm trying to see what we can do with Mesh. I need to focus on that first.
Yeah.
Because as soon as if that's a go, great. If that's a no go, great.
Yeah.
We'll establish that very quickly.
Yeah.
And then I can focus. But I would need your help. I would invite you to join me on this journey.
Yeah.
Should you say yes? Cool. No, also cool. Because I can see, like, for example, you creating content is an iterative process, and it's going to be slow at first, but then it's going to be faster. Yeah. And then it's just a matter of managing some of those activities. Yeah. Because if you can, in fact, rank, create a wizardry website. You know, all of those little things that people don't like. There's a niche of people who are really into it.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the population couldn't care less.
Yeah.
But those who are into it are really into it. Remember that stoner guy from the UK? I think I sent you this video. He was doing how he's making money off affiliate marketing. Yeah. And the reason I'm saying wizardry is because he created like the website dedicated to magic spells and magic rituals.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's selling some random books that most of the population is going to scoff at.
Yeah.
But he's got tons of traffic and very motivated traffic. So these are not like tire kickers. Like,
yeah, I remember Neil Patel had examples like that. I don't remember the specifics of it, but it was like some real, off the wall, crazy topic. But that person has like 100% of the traffic.
Exactly. So you take golf, tons of people doing golf.
Yeah.
You do naked golf. Well, that's a more interesting one, but because it's naked, you don't sell as much.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Anyway, so those are the things. None of them actually are mutually exclusive, because on the business buy sell side, it's 100% automated.
Yeah.
There's no involvement. All you do is you provide a listing, and then so his website. This is the thing. I mean, I know it's been designed in 2003, and God love him, but he has contact emails of people selling the business on the page.
Yeah.
So it's like, wow. because I was looking into how to create something like that in WordPress, and obviously you could have a contact form. Like there's a way of creating it's a directory essentially, not directory, listing directory, listing directory. So it's all optimized. It's already in a theme.
Yeah.
So that people can submit their things, you submit their postings. You can look at them. Yeah. It doesn't look like he's advertising a lot because most of his listings, as I'm seeing, are from Vancouver and Toronto.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. But he has all of the other provinces listed, and when you go to those provinces, it's businesses from Ontario that are labeled as relocatable.
Right. So he's getting listings just through his organic traffic, like people find a site and go, Interesting.
So what's give me your thoughts. I would be very keen to hear, because you're the first one who's actually heard me blurt it all out, like in one torrent of
I mean, just on a kind of a general level, I'm just super happy to see you so energized about something. So that's the first thing.
that doesn't pay my bills.
No, I know. Well, it's the first step to paying your bills. The real estate one resonates with me just because of my experience in that, and knowing, I mean, everything you said is true, but and there's a litany of real estate people out there that could benefit from all this kind of stuff.
Yep.
So, I think, if you're able to use your relationship with your neighbor to help him, and I don't know, prove out that it works, and then expand beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's got lots of potential, because I mean, at the end of the day, all they care about is making money. So if you can offer them something that helps them make more money, then you'll be golden. The other stuff is also foreign to me. That I think it's the part I love is like taking seemingly random things that aren't connected and connecting them.
Mm-hmm.
So using, Jarvis and the SEO thing and whatever, like combining all these different things to create something.
Yeah.
I think is, brilliant. I just don't know anything about any of that part of the world to
Neither do I.
really know much about it.
Neither do I. Sorry, the way I stumbled onto Jarvis is because when I was thinking about Mesh's website and what's on that website,
mm-hmm.
You can write so much content about real estate, investing in real estate, that it's if you rank high enough, and because you're a local real estate agent, you don't need to rank in like North America. You need to rank in Toronto at most.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd have to see it to believe it, kind of thing, that you can just put a bunch of words into something and spits out an article that makes sense.
Yeah.
It has value. It's not just, when a normal person reads it, they go, oh yeah, that was really interesting or informative or meant something. It wasn't just a bunch of garbled nonsense. So, I don't doubt that it works. It's you got to see it to believe it, kind of
no doubt
a scenario.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree, and I'm in the same boat. One, I would love to believe that stuff can actually be written. Two, I would love to believe that ranking in Google is actually
possible.
Well, possible, but it all, like, to me, SEO always felt like a black box. Like, there's so many companies out there claiming that they know how to do this, and yet there's only 10 top ranking websites for any given search term.
Yeah.
So with all of the agencies out there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. It seems it's like this. It seems too good to be true.
Yeah, and whatever works today may not work tomorrow, right?
Correct.
Like that's the black boxiness of it. Is somebody at Google changes one thing and you're back to square one.
Yep. But I was just thinking of the fact that we have so many tools that we've amassed over this run, which is already spanning what, 7-8 months?
Yeah.
8 months, yeah. And since I'm in a short little while with another August, September, October, November, so another 4 months, my EI gonna run out, right? How many months are they paying?
Yeah, I don't know what to do. I'm out in October, I think.
You what?
I'm going to be done in October.
How many years has it been for you?
Well, I stopped working in September 2019, but I didn't apply for anything until April of 2020.
Okay. Anyway, we'll see what that does. Right. Then what else is there? So just need to get my shit together, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Cool. Well, sounds like you're well on your way.
Not even. These are just ideas. Ideas without implementation is nothing.
No, but with your looks like you've already done quite a bit of groundwork on the real estate one.
Yeah. That one is actually the most tangible, because it's not hanging on an assumption this can work. It's just a matter of scalability of something that's already working.
Yeah. Is there one particular aspect of it that's, I don't know, either quickest to market, or you know what I mean, like something he can get an early win with?
Well, the thought right now is, there is first and foremost is setting up something that can work with his existing database of clients that he already dealt with, just sifting through them, seeing how long they've been in each location, scoring them in terms of who would you contact. So who, like somebody who moved into their house 5 years ago, might need just a reminder that she's here.
Yeah.
Somebody who has a birthday needs to receive an email, because people don't remember real estate agents.
Yeah.
Really. Why would you?
Yeah.
But give them a reason to contact, and then start building. Like I was telling him, it's all a numbers game. I put together like a chart, like this is how many people you need to talk to. So he says, like, usually you convert, you usually transact with 2% of everyone you touch.
Yeah.
And he's talking from like cold leads.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so if you want to do, so I did like a 1%. Oh, hold on. I'm going to share this with, I might need to stop sharing afterwards, okay?
Yeah.
All of my presentations from my course. So this is what we've been talking about. Recap. We're both car guys, so we what was this? Yeah, so this is the white glove service, and this is the high ROI investment strategy. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So if you go from 3,600 to 1% that you need to do in terms of transactions, let's get to 3,600 of people in your database.
Yeah,
new people. This is brand new, because interested and in conversation, those who are already been in touch with you, those are easier to kind of call. You can call them up. They know who you are.
Yeah.
So I was like, what gives? Like, what do you need to do? It's like, are you on these networks? Are you publishing listings in, let's say you want to be self-taught because you want to be known for, are you publishing in your group real estate ideas, or just on Facebook, all of the listings that you have?
Yeah.
Are you using Canva? Do you using like brief walkthrough videos? Are you on YouTube regularly? No. So I can't say which one of these will work.
Yeah.
I can't say which one is going to be effective, but he doesn't have the time to try any of them.
Yeah.
Neither does he have any interest in just going through all of this.
Yeah.
So if these ones, like if this up to TikTok are the broadest, even YouTube, these are the broadest. So this would be speaking to that outer circle.
Yeah.
Then Reddit and red flag deals are more of a when you're building relationship on the focus groups. And then you can have webinars. I mean, I told them about evergreen webinars that you do, like, Ever Webinar.
Yeah.
I at one point in time wanted to do that. That's the same thing you did on Kajabi.
Yeah.
So you can do that like at any given time. Sign up in the next moment. Yeah. So you can definitely try to make sure that you're reaching 4,000 people in give a time frame.
Yeah.
Something will work better than the other thing, but it needs to be done. So this is what I'm taking on to myself to kind of say, like, look, I'm going to take care of all of that, and I'm going to monitor it like a hawk. Yeah. Make sure that we have all of the numbers. Make sure that I have a spreadsheet broken down with KPIs. What does this mean? So you can always say, like, does it make sense to spend money on this?
Yeah.
No. Like organizing this was his idea, but I think it's a brilliant idea. Organizing a party for a person who bought a house.
Yeah.
Like you pay for alcohol, you pay for snacks, you pay for like food.
Yeah.
And all they do is just, and you create an invitation for them. So they just fill in the gap and send it out to their people.
Yeah.
To their friends.
Yeah.
You have bottles with your logo on them or with your QR code.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to say like, oh man, this is fantastic. And the owner is always going to say like, this cost me $0.
Yeah.
My real estate agent set this up. Who's your real estate agent? Like, that's it.
Yeah.
But then I looked at ActiveCampaign has a bunch of automation sequences for real estate. Anyway, so from a standpoint of how this can run on autopilot, which seems personal and people don't fall through the cracks, this is kind of what excites me. And interestingly, he's absolutely lukewarm to it.
Yeah, that's good.
So we'll see. I mean, I'm excited about this, but also, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. It's a very easy thing. It's either it works or it doesn't work, right?
Yeah. It has potential. I mean,
it's 10.
Yeah, in real estate, it's, does it get him more listings or more sales, and can that be connected to whatever efforts you're doing?
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's essentially it, because I told him, like, how much do you do in a year?
Yeah.
How many deals? So let's establish that as a baseline, so that anything that can be over and above that can be considered at least incremental.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the other metric is how much effort you're spending.
Yeah.
So if your effort is the same or lower, but your results are better than you had before, then I pulled my weight, and I want part of it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing to be mindful of is the when the cash actually comes in, right? So even if you found him a contact today, and it took them, say, a week or 2 weeks to buy or sell, and then 30, 60, 90-day closings. Yeah.
Or 3 months to close. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's
right.
that's the thought.
Cool. Sounds exciting.
Okay, we're at an hour. We've it's been a while since we went that long.
Indeed.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
You will see me tomorrow. Will
okay.
you? Yes, you will.
Yeah. Okay. See you.